Hello there folks, welcome back to the workshop. It's been a while since we've done a video on the Tiger and it's looking pretty reasonable. The tank's obviously not fitted properly at the moment, but what you're about to see, it was supposed to be across many videos, but obviously with everything that's been going on personally for me, it's just gone out the window in terms of editing, that sort of thing. So I'm pulling it all into this video, and that should then get us up to date to this point. So I'm going to montage that, but I'll preface it by explaining to you just how much work and how much headache this has been, and something I didn't need at this particular moment in time, but never mind. So we had a load of gremlin wiring on here. There was auxiliary fog lamps fitted. There was a USB charging point here that was water damaged and draining the battery. So I've got some lovely holes left in the dashboard, and all the plastics were grey and mottled and what have you. So first protocol, off with the front cowling, off with the headlight, replace the headlight bulbs. There was relays missing, there was damaged wiring. I've repaired all that. I haven't got footage of that other than taking the cowl off and getting ready, but there are some photos I think actually of the mess that was behind there. So that's sorted, that's fixed. Next we had, after I'd left it parked at the back of the house for a little while, nice big rainbow on the floor, and that turned out to be the output sprocket seal, output shaft seal. It's not very apparent at the moment. There is a lot of grit and grime and debris in here, and the same here. And this bike has got a Scott oiler fitted, just in there. So it could be a build-up of that, or it could just be that this debris and all this crud build-up has then gone round with the seal. It's a JT sprocket, so it doesn't look that old. The chain's only got surface because it's been stood outside for a little while. So I think we'll have to clean all this round and then go again. But we can definitely see it's very rich in the bottom of there. And so this could just be a build-up of oil and grease. So right at the bottom there, you can just see that's where it's starting to wet out. So we'll get that cleaned up and then we can order a seal and then pull that one out. So I've changed that, and whilst it was doing that, it was also leaking coolant, and I thought it was the Jubilee clips were giving up on this bottom hose, which comes from the lower of the cases down into the top of the water pump housing. It was leaking down here and tracking, and I think it's quite a common thing that. So initially I replaced the clips, it was still no good. I then ordered this hose from Triumph, and when I took the old one off I could see how damaged it was. I could see how frayed the others were and how thin the Jubilee clips were. So I then ummed and ahed about it and thought I only want to fill this up once. So I went back to Triumph and I ordered the bottom hose here, and there's like a L-shaped hose that comes from the bottom of the thermostat housing into the top of the cylinder head here. So I've replaced that, and I've got some nice big wideband Jubilee clips all in place. So that's been done. On top of that, the water pump has been off. I've replaced the seal here, that's genuine Triumph seal. Got a new copper washer on the bleed screw here, and I've got a new O-ring on the pump drive because that's driven off the, I think it's off a counter shaft in the gearbox. I'm not sure, I'd have to look at the diagram, but anyway, there's a keyway in there and an O-ring that's been replaced, so I should have no risk of that. What we've also done, which you're about to see footage of, is had a complete oil service and filter, and obviously because it was drained, it's got nice fresh coolant in there. It just needs running up now and bleeding properly, but that's essentially the work that's gone on there. And saying it in 4 minutes. Seems like nothing, but it's been a lot of graft. All the final drive's been out and back in. While that was going on, I had to strip all of the rear tail assembly off to get the pannier brackets off. They didn't need to come off, but they were looking particularly ropey and untidy, and while I was waiting for parts from Triumph, Luke very kindly said he would paint those up if I got them apart. So there's a bracket under here that was badly corroded that these slide pins are part of, and then the hinge catches themselves. So he's done that. All this has been off. This was covered in overspray, so that's been polished up. This has been cleaned, and it's ready for top box bracket to go back on. And as it stands at the moment, the only other thing is the heat shield for the exhaust. I had to replace these fixings and the spire nuts that they bolt into, and that's been painted up because it was also looking pretty ropey. Outstanding jobs. I've got the brakes apart on the rear. That caliper needs looking at, it's a little bit sticky. And oh yeah, on here, air filter, turned out it was a K&N item. That's been cleaned, thoroughly cleaned, washed out, re-oiled and fitted. So I just really now need to get the tank back on, the battery back on the bike, and the seat. Snagging that is, I can't get the bike through the house and through the garage to the front with the tank on. I haven't got enough for a lean, because I have to manoeuvre it through a normal door. So, tank will be back off, get it through there, I can then fit this out the front, get the battery in, seats, put the screen on, I can take it for its MOT. Hopefully, once I've bled the cord system. But essentially, that's what I've been doing. So as it stands, I've got 3 weeks and 2 days to this trip. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the bike is definitely not roadworthy yet. I'm hoping to get the MOT done this week, which will be subject of another video. I'm having to find a new MOT station because in then this working out that I needed to get the MOT done, or remembering, I found my current, or what was my current MOT test centre, and he decided to retire at Christmas. Who knew? So I've got a new place lined up, spoke to them, sound like lovely people. Apparently you get a cup of tea and biscuits when you go there, so can't be too bad. But yeah, end of this week I want this MOT'd, and then that gives me 2 weeks and a bit to get some miles, hopefully some videos, and maybe even go and see some familiar faces, but we'll get to that. Thank you for watching this. I'm so sorry that this hasn't been across multiple videos and, you know, the series that it was supposed to be, but I'm sure you can understand. From this point forward, it's going to get a bit more intense. I want to thank you for sticking with the channel. All the new people that have subscribed, it's greatly appreciated. Any support you've given me, especially over the last 2 months. Yeah, I can't say enough. The only thing left to say is the Rainbow Children's Trust charity. Please, if you can give to the Just Giving page that's linked below. Anything is more, you know, appreciated. If you can't give anything, that's totally understandable. But please, what we can all do is just share the word of the great work that charity is doing. And if you want to share these videos to highlight that, then that would be appreciated too. Get over to Helmet Head's channel, show some love for what the effort he's putting in, because I mean, this has been effort for me. He is going above and beyond. So yeah, get over there, share that. Check out Biker Buddy's channel as well. We're all trying to do it for a good cause. So yeah, if you can do that, that's greatly appreciated. And anybody that has already given, thank you. The only thing left to say is click like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff as per usual, and I will see you in the next one.